Okay guys, this is part 2 of our 66 Chevelle Malibu. We just looked at the underside and now we're gonna look at the top side. Like all of our videos, okay, this is just gonna give you kind of like a car buyer's perspective. I'm gonna point out everything I see that might be a blemish or a flaw. I'm gonna say what I think is right. I'm gonna say what I think is wrong. I'm not a Chevelle expert, okay, but you know, I mean, I look at cars all day long, okay? So we'll kind of walk around the car. If you have any specific areas you want to see, give me a call, reach out to me. We can get this thing on the lift again or take a look. This is a 66 Chevelle. It's got a non-numbers matching 396 in it, four-wheel disc brakes, factory air conditioning, blows cold. Everything is doing what it's supposed to do on the car. The transmission is probably like a 350 or 400 transmission. 350. Let's just, it's a 350. It's a bench car with a column shift and Krager mags, four-wheel disc brakes also. So pretty just straight little car. All right. Like all of our videos, we're going to start right here at the front driver's side fender. Hood's up right now. Trunk's popped right now because holding the camera and trying to get these things undone usually looks like a mess. So I'll shut them and then you can see the fit and finish after that, okay? One thing we're going to point out, this is single stage paint on this car. So I do have touch up. We have touched up a few things. I'll try to point to any nicks or chips that I might see. As we start at the front, let's see. Bumpers look real good. The chrome is not flaking off. It's not pitted anywhere. This is like I said in the last video, it's probably like the $1,000 plating job, not the $3,000 plating job. So it looks real good. You can see yourself in it. Everything looks great. Okay. But you know, for those that know, you know the difference. Okay. So this is, anybody but a professional is going to say, man, this is gorgeous chrome. A professional is going to say it's absolutely very nice and very nice for this car even. There is definitely a different level of chrome above this though. Okay. So let's just, you know, be realistic here, guys. You know, if you don't know, then you don't know. All right. Grill looks great. It's not all tinged up, banged up. Everything looks nice in here. Okay. Wheel well trim. Looks like we got the usual suspects here. Okay. Stone ding there. Maybe one or two. Let's assume it's got dings, you know, in all of it. Looking down the car, I'm pretty pleased. I don't see anywhere where, you know, anything dives in back by the quarter where bad work was done. This sort of stuff is consistent just on the impact areas, okay? Like this little ballpoint pen tip size chips, okay? I'm arm's reach away from the car right now. Can't really see it. I come in close. There's a few of these everywhere. Okay. As we look down the front fender, everything looks good. Same thing, this car has been wet sanded, okay? But as you look, you know, every once in a while you'll be able to catch maybe like a little fisheye or something here. Let me see if I can find one for you. A little dirt maybe, something like that. Look at the hood, flat surface, we can usually see it. So a little bit of that going on, but again, you'd have to be a professional to know. I think the car was taken apart to be painted. Maybe not. We got a couple little bitty tape lines way down in there, but that's where you want them. You know, you want them on the rubber instead of the car. This stuff definitely came off. All this was off. Hard to say whether the windshield was out or not when it was painted. Looks like maybe not. So it looks like maybe a tape line in there too. Okay. Fit looks great on the doors. Everything looks nice. Again, these are touched up here. You can kind of see some little impact areas. Boom. Let me get my other flashlight. This one's a little too bright for it around here. So, I'm sorry. So you can see kind of just some couple little chips there on the door edge, but it looks nice. Okay, I mean I'm right next to the car here, guys, and you can't even tell. All right. Belt molding looks great. Squeegee looks good. Everything looks pretty nice. Okay. Weather strip looks good. Felt in the vent window looks good. Rubber weather strip window gasket looks great. This isn't all crummy looking. Headliner, that's a headliner tucked up in there, so that's no big deal. Rear quarter, let's take a look. As we look down the car, you know, I don't see any obvious areas right now. You know, no seams or anything. Rear bumper looks nice. If you look, you can kind of see some of this all over, maybe like what the old color was. You know, I would just either airbrush that or touch it up. I mean, the trunk's closed, you can't see it. I'm not sure if there's a filler piece that goes in here or not. I'm not quite sure. At any rate, the rear stainless looks pretty good. This looks nice. I'm not saying it couldn't stand to get a polish, but it looks very nice. It's not all banged up anyways. Definitely, usable. I wouldn't replace it. Chrome bumper looks good over here. Trunk deck looks fine. Everything looks good like this. Here's some of these fish eyes I'm talking about. You see that one right there? We can catch it right there in that light. Okay, some of those, if somebody wanted to get aggressive and wet sand, they could probably get that out of there. I'm not going to do it though. Fit looks good down here this way. The body line down the fender rear quarter looks great. Let's pop this up here, okay? So, this trunk was real scaly and pockmarked, okay? No holes in it or anything. I think there was maybe a seam, like a little patch somewhere in here, maybe like under the spare. We smoothed it out and fixed it. We're not going to redo the whole trunk just for a small patch that had been done. And it was underneath the fuel tank, so you can't see it anyways. Then we refinished the trunk, okay? Glassed it, or not glassed it, excuse me. Smoothed it out, you know, and then put a skim coat on it, epoxy sealed it, and then just respattered it, and then cleared over the spatter. As again, here you can see kind of where the old color of the car is coming out. I've got this paint though. I've got this paint, so you know you could do something with it. So as we look up here to try and, oh my gosh, as we look in here to try and see work that's been done, I don't think this car. I'm not convinced this thing has had quarters. Okay, so I'm trying to find a seam, and you know I can't find one. So I'm not convinced. Okay, so here's why I'm really not convinced now. I'm really not convinced because we got a body number right there. We got like a VIN, almost like a VIN number, a factory original type number right there. So I don't think this thing's had quarters, guys. I think this is just like the real deal dry car. Same thing on this side. It's hard to get up here. It's a little higher. It's on a lift like this, so bear with me. I'm not positive this thing's had quarters. I'm not 100% saying no, but I'm just thinking it's not had them. So this looks really nice. You can see everything got smoothed out really well. Pardon my camera work also, you know, sorry. Okay, we got the trunk shut. Fit looks good. You know, it's not hitting anywhere. Looks even. Looks even this way. I like it. Looks good. Okay, so again, let's just assume these things all have a little ting in them somewhere. This one doesn't. Looks like it was just the fronts, actually. You know, again, here's a little bit of this orange peel I'm talking about. You can catch it in this glare right here. Glass looks good. Trim looks good around it. Fit looks good on the doors. We're going to jump in the interior here in a second. Let me get to the engine compartment, okay? Front fender looks great. All these wheels look brand new, by the way. This car is like knee-deep in rubber, okay? Brand new tires, and those wheels are like perfect, no rust. Give this a glance. I wouldn't do anything here. This looks great. Not all banged up in the grill. Not these bezels look nice, okay? I wouldn't touch this. Impact area up front here. This is where, you know, we've done a little touch-up. 1, 2, here. Here's one. Arms reach away. Coming in close, you can kind of see where it's just been touched up, okay? I'm standing up, away from the car. I just stepped away from it 3-4 feet. You can see it's not that bad, okay? I think there's one right up there by the roof line also, a real small little one. Okay, under the hood. Oops, excuse me. 9 numbers matching, 396. Not sure what it's out of. I'm not even sure this is correct. Okay, I haven't done the numbers on it. The engine compartment looks pretty nice. There's definitely some stuff you could do under here if you were a do-it-yourselfer at home or something. You know, you want to clean some of this up. You want to repaint some orange. You want to dress up a little bit of this. I think you could do a lot. Maybe some appropriate tower clamps or something like that. So, kind of like right there, you know, something like that. AC works. Wiring, it looks like everything's appropriate here. I don't see anything like it's chintzy looking or tacky looking. Looks pretty good. Firewall looks good. Trim tag looks good. 136 car, so you know, we know it's not a real SS, but you know, that's no surprise. We kind of knew that already. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing hokey going on. I mean, it looks fine, you know. So everything looks great. You know, we might be missing a body bumper back there, or excuse me, a bumper in here somewhere, like on the maybe a bumper goes back there in that hole, something like that. But otherwise, I mean, just I'm pretty impressed. Original hood. This is definitely the original hood for this car. So core support looks fine, looks good. I don't see any issues at all. So, okay, let's check the fit. Right here, you know, we got a little, some stressy type little touch up. Okay, and this, you know, arms reach away. I'm stepping back. Okay, so fit on this side. Yeah, gap looks a little wide over here, maybe. You know, a little thinner over here. I'm not sure. You know, I'm sure maybe we could tweak this just a little bit or something. That really looked like the original hood to me, though, so I don't know. I have to kind of just do some looking at it. Okay, jump to the inside real quick here. What are we looking for? Let's see. We're looking for not a bunch of paint and crap all over the weather stripping. So that looks good. I like that. Door panels look great. Nice, evenly spaced screws all the way. This stuff's not taking a beating. Looks pretty good. Upper looks nice. Original. Okay. That's an easy do-it-yourselfer at home repair. If you wanted to spray this again, it's got just a little patina right now. That's all. So looks good. Vent windows look great. I mean, the vent windows are a real pain in the butt to get torn apart and get restored. So these look perfect. I mean, look at this. You know, last time you saw one of these on a driver quality car that weren't just all pitted up. This is new. This is nice. VIN tag looks good. Obviously, it didn't come off the car. It looks like to be painted, but it's got the appropriate rosette style tags, so we know it's never been off the car. So that's good. I mean, it's just always reassuring to know that. Looks like maybe our trim piece just got a little bend in it there. Probably somebody kicking their foot out of the car. Just bent that just a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. Sill plate looks good. Seats are perfect, man. I mean, it's a bench seat car, but these are like new. I mean, they look great. So, no, you know, I always like to see a nadir pin not painted over. That looks a lot better like this, you know. It kind of lends to the illusion that maybe this car was taken apart to be painted. A professional is going to see like this right here. A professional is going to see that. Okay, that, you know. But you know, you want to go around, you want to knock some of this off. That's no big deal. That's what I would do with this thing. Okay. I'm not knocking the car. This is a really, really nice car, really fun car. Steering wheel looks good. It's not all cracked up. Dash is a real dash. You know, it's not one of these chintzy like plastic covers or some shit like that. Nobody's done anything goofy with gauges. Dash looks good. Dash is perfect. Got glove box looks good. Radio, it's got tape deck, but it looks like it's not been modified, so that's great. AC dash, you can see, okay, and always was. That's great. You know, this car would take a little bit of work to be a bucket car. I'm not gonna kid you. Okay, it's not just a couple seats. It's console, steering column, gauge, and then you know you could make it a console car, I guess, buckets car. I have seats and buckets or seats and console and all that if somebody wants to. So That must be locked. I'm not going to get into that right now. So we'll go over the other side and look real quick too. Give a quick look at the headliner. Looks great. Visors look good. Courtesy lights working. Sail panels on both sides. Real nice. Oops, really nice. I can see a little daylight through there. Looks like that trim ring needs pushed up. But really nice all the way around. Package tray up back. Looks good. Not been modified in any way. Okay. Okay. Door panel on this side. Looks good. Again, weather stripping looks new. Supple looks good. Belt molding looks good. Squeegee looks good on the other side. Pretty impressed. Everything looks fine. See, all this looks pretty good. Okay. Window seal looks great. This door panel looks good. You know, I mean, obviously they got it to fit in right, and nobody just like got frustrated and said, hey, it didn't fit, so I just ran a bunch of screws in everywhere. Screws in the appropriate places. It's got the, you know, trim screws like you're supposed to have, not something goofy. So, looks pretty nice. Again, vent window looks great. You know, no issues there. This seat on this side, the passenger side, looks amazing. I mean, the seats are perfect in this car. So is the carpet. Seats and carpet look great. Okay, a little dusty right now. I mean, this is a functioning shop. Okay, so you know, cut me some slack here. All right, but look like original seats, really. So everything looks good, guys. So the I don't know how to shut this stupid phone off. All right, guys. Everything looks pretty good in this car. If you have any other questions, give me a call. Look at us up on the website, ultramotors.net. This is 66 Chevelle, Topside.